across the Big Bend of Texas. For us, though, our rain chances actually will be decreasing in the coming days. We've been quiet on radar for most of the afternoon, with most of our rainfall earlier this morning. As it wrapped up, we started to see some clearing of the skies, but much of the day stayed under mostly cloudy skies. That has prevented us from warming up very much, and got some decent soaking rains going back to midnight last night, or midnight this morning. Almost a half-inch of rainfall at Kenner, picked up just a bit more than that at Belt Chase and at Lakefront, and not quite as much north of the lake if you saw any rain at all. Now, going into our Wednesday, rain chances much lower, maybe a few isolated to scattered during the afternoon and early evening. So if we keep the clouds around and rainfall, maybe we stay in the upper 80s. But if we see enough sunshine during the day tomorrow, back up to 90 degrees. And then by the rest of the week, plenty of sunshine and definitely back into the 90s. We are watching the tropics, but right now all is quiet. So looking at our computer model for the night tonight, quiet. Again, we should see some clearing of the skies. And again, if we break out into any kind of sunshine during the day tomorrow, we're back up to 90 degrees. If the clouds and some scattered showers continue into the mid-morning, mid-afternoon hours, and it might help to keep us a little bit milder. But definitely some showers and thunderstorms around, just not as great of a chance during the afternoon and evening. And that chance starts really dropping by Thursday, Friday, and on into this coming weekend. The reason for our more abundant rain over the last several days is we've had much more activity in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. You kind of see a big, broad spin. This was over Alabama, Georgia yesterday, kind of slowly moving more toward Mississippi, and another big, broad low over Texas. That's why the flooding risk continues out toward the Big Bend. North of that, big upper level high, and that is bringing some very hot temperatures to the northern plains. That is going to start moving down south. Now, thankfully, the high is not going to be nearly as strong over us. We will see our temperatures get to the low mid 90s, but no extreme levels. As we head toward the end of the weekend, high pressure right over us. We don't really see much rainfall, and we see mid 90s. Now, as the high breaks apart, something we've been talking about yesterday, we could start to see this upper level troughing try and develop a little Gulf disturbance. The models, though, are not as certain of that possibility. Looking at the Euro from this weekend into early next week, definitely rain at the base of that trough, kind of sitting over the Big Bend of Florida, but never anything really developing. And looking at the computer ensemble runs, if you remember yesterday, there were a few signals in both in all the GFS, Euro ensembles, and the Google DeepMind. Now, barely anything. Now, some of the AI models that are running a little bit more aggressive, but these models are not. So not looking at anything very likely right now. And again, even if a little low were to form, doesn't necessarily mean it would become a tropical system. And the Hurricane Center maintained no development over the next 7 days. So it's a good thing. We are under now clearing skies out over downtown. 84, this is actually now our high. When the climate data came out, we'd only gotten up to 83, so we've actually hit another degree higher. 72-degree dew point, feels like 90, but this for July is not bad at all. Lower mid-80s because of that morning rain and cloud cover. Again tomorrow, if we see much more sunshine, easily back up to 90 degrees. If the clouds remain kind of dense enough early, maybe keeping us in the 80s, but definitely more sun by Thursday through the end of the weekend, or through the end of the weekend into the weekend. Highs lower mid 90s, heat indices well into the triple digits, and that continues well into next week.